My name is Francis. I am the CEO, and we are Clarified.
I'm Dustin. I'm the CFO, co-founder, and yeah, we're Clarified. We started in 2010. I was a buyer at a dispensary, and they tasked me with finding a good cookie for our menu that was both consistent in potency and flavor. And my mom was an avid baker. Every time I would call her, she was baking for the neighbors just because she wanted one snickerdoodle cookie. And so she'd bake a whole batch, take a snickerdoodle, and then bring it over to her family or neighbors. And it seemed like a perfect match. I was already making clarified butter for friends and family, infused with our little backyard grow. And Mom being the baker that she was, it was a perfect match. She baked a batch of cookies and brought it over to the break room at the dispensary, and everybody loved it. And that's how Clarified was born. My mom's name is Claire. Made
Can't miss
cookies.
that part.
Yeah,
That's the most important part.
Cookies made with our Clarified butter, and
That's how Clarified was born.
Yeah.
Dustin has been perfecting the Clarified butter recipe, the Clarified ghee butter recipe, since we started as a company. And we infuse all of our products with whole plant cannabis. We use the trim, the bee buds. We try to take some stems out. The equipment doesn't like it. Everything that we do is infused whole plant. So when we clarify the butter in-house, we time it with a moon cycle. So a few days before it's full, he actually starts to melt down all the butter, and the lactose and the casein start to separate, and he removes all of that, and that makes it actually a shelf-stable clarified ghee butter.
And you really feel the difference in the product.
With 14 different strains infused into all of our products, it feels way different.
Yeah, that's another thing that we do that's a little bit different is rather than using a strain-specific product, we're getting everything that the Sanctuary Farms is our source for our cannabis. Yeah, we love Sanctuary.
With that butter, though, we make 4 different flavors of cookies.
Yeah.
They're single 100 milligram cookies. We have 2 cookies that contain chocolate, which is our peanut butter chocolate chip and our chocolate chunk. And then 2 that don't contain chocolate are molasses ginger, my favorite, and snickerdoodle. We were in the 215, doing all of our medical-based products. We wanted to keep everything as potent as possible, with keeping in mind that not everyone can afford medicine all the time. So we try to be compassionate with our pricing. And then we also do vegan capsules in 3 different potencies right now. And we like to color code things. So the blue is a 10 milligram. The green is 50 milligram, and the red is 80 milligrams. And we have them in 2 different packages. Yeah,
those capsules are all made with organic cold pressed sesame oil. We blend them with the same blend of strains that we get from Sanctuary. It's a little bit different than the way that it hits from our butter and our cookies because it's whole plant, true whole plant. There's no separation of the plant or extraction. It's actual whole plant.
A friend of ours' son that has cerebral palsy, they've treated him with the Clarified ghee butter, and ever since he started taking it, he actually started communicating more.
Non-verbally, but still more communication.
Yeah, and moving as like walking when he's in comfortable, familiar places like at home. Then he was just using a wheelchair all the time. Being in the equity space, I feel like it's been tough, but we have a community, that we can, help each other out. If I have something that they need, then I share that. And then in return, they, give me something that I might need. It's a very, it's a group effort. We're trying to survive this together. And being, Latina and having a, CEO name, the label, and having my own company with my husband, it's a huge thing. My family did not come from that at all. With that, we are using recycled glass for our jars, for the butter and the capsules.
Tree hugger
containers. And the lids are 100% reclaimed ocean plastic lids. So, we're trying to be sustainable in every aspect with organic ingredients and, you know, sustainable packaging and
no secondary packaging.
Exactly.
You know, we don't put it into a box. We're not trying to have something that you throw away at the end of the process. Our jars are great for planting little plants in your windowsill too. So
starting your avocados,
recycle or reuse. The very first test we did with Anresco was the heavy metal test. We had some biomass. We had a good amount of backstock that no other testing lab was testing for heavy metal at that point. So we did a micro extraction and sent everything off to Anresco to make sure that we were free of heavy metals. And we were super lucky to have you as a resource early on with you have such an extensive history. We came to you guys knowing that we could trust your results, and that carried over into potency testing, R&D testing, and now compliance testing. We do all of our compliance testing through you, and we're thrilled to have such a stable partner that has such a long history of testing food products and now cannabis food products.
Yeah, we went from 2017, I think or 18 when we did that first test. And then after that, we tried a bunch of different labs and, nothing stuck. And, we're back there, I want to say because of Lillian.
Yeah.
But we love Anresco already, and Lillian is, a great connector.
All the folks that helped bring each municipality had different set of guidelines for what is equity. Ramon Garcia, Nina Parks.
Big advocates, for representation. And
there's been
shout out to them.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, shout out to the Equity Trade Network.
Everybody, family, friends that have been supporting us from the beginning, and know that it's a struggle and understand that that we need support for a while.
Yeah.
But shout out to everyone that has helped us get here.